Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Daily English Loop. I am your host, Alex, and I am so happy to be chatting with you all today.
And I'm Lisa. Hello, everyone. It is great to be back here with you, Alex. I am feeling full of energy today.
That is wonderful to hear, Lisa. You are always so energetic. It really helps wake me up. Before we get started with today's topic, we have a very small favor to ask our listeners.
Yes, we do. If you enjoy our podcasts and you want to keep learning English with us, please hit that subscribe button for Daily English Loop.
Exactly. And don't forget to like this episode and share it with your friends. Maybe you have a friend who is also learning English? Share it with them. It helps our community grow.
Your support really means the world to us. So, Alex, enough about business. How are you doing? How was your weekend?
Oh, Lisa, thank you for asking. My weekend was actually really nice. It was very relaxing. I managed to get some rest, which I really needed. How about you?
Mine was great too. It was pretty busy, but in a fun way. I did a lot of things, so I am feeling happy, but maybe a tiny bit tired today. But a good kind of tired.
I know exactly what you mean. That feeling of a weekend well spent. And actually, Lisa, that leads us perfectly into our topic for today.
Oh, I think I can guess what it is. Are we talking about weekends?
Yes, we are. Today, we are going to talk all about talking about your weekend.
This is such a useful topic. I think, how was your weekend, is the most common question people ask on Monday mornings.
It really is. Whether you are at work, at school, or just meeting a friend for coffee, people always ask about the weekend. It is the best way to start a conversation.
Exactly. So today, we will teach you how to describe your activities, we will learn some useful past tense verbs, and we will give you tips on how to keep the conversation going.
Sounds like a plan. So, Lisa, let's start with Saturday. I want to hear about this busy weekend of yours. What did you do on Saturday?
Well, Saturday started early for me. I woke up and the weather was beautiful, so I decided to go hiking with some friends.
Hiking? Wow, that sounds very active. Where did you go?
We went to a trail just outside the city. It has a beautiful view of the mountains. We walked for about 3 hours. It was tiring, but the fresh air was amazing.
That sounds fantastic. I love being in nature. Did you take any photos?
Oh, I did. I took so many photos of the trees and the sky. After the hike, we were all starving, so we went to a little burger place nearby for lunch.
Hiking and burgers. That sounds like a perfect combination.
It really was. We sat outside, ate our burgers, and just chatted and laughed for a long time. It is so nice to catch up with friends outside of work or school.
I agree. Spending time with friends is so important. It helps you recharge. So that was your morning and afternoon. What about Saturday evening? Did you go out again?
No, actually. After the hike, I was pretty exhausted, so Saturday evening was very chill. I just stayed home.
Sometimes staying home is the best thing to do. What did you do at home?
I took a long, hot shower to relax my muscles. Then I made a cup of herbal tea, I love my tea, and I read a book for a few hours.
That sounds lovely. A balance of activity and relaxation.
Exactly. What about you, Alex? What did your Saturday look like? I know you like to take things a bit slower than me.
You know me well. My Saturday was very laid back. In the morning, I slept in a little bit. I think I woke up around 10 a.m.
10 a.m.? That is a luxury.
It felt great. Then I made myself a large pot of coffee. I cannot start my weekend without good coffee. I sat on my balcony and just watched the world go by.
That sounds very peaceful. Did you do anything special for lunch?
Actually, yes. My brother and his family came over for a barbecue.
Oh, a family barbecue. That's classic.
It was. We grilled some chicken and vegetables in the backyard. My nephews were there, so we played some games in the grass. It was really fun to see them running around.
Family time is so special. Did you cook the food, Alex?
I did the grilling, yes. I try to be the king of the grill.
I am sure the food was delicious. So you spent the day with family. What did you do on Saturday night?
Well, after everyone left, the house was quiet. I'm a big sports fan, so I watched a football game on TV.
Was it a good game?
It was exciting. My team won, so I was very happy. I just ate some leftover chicken from the barbecue and enjoyed the game. A perfect Saturday night for me.
That does sound nice, simple and happy. Okay, let's move on to Sunday. Sunday is usually a bit different from Saturday, right?
Yes, Sunday often feels a bit slower. It is the day before the new week starts. Lisa, did you continue your active weekend on Sunday?
A little bit less active. On Sunday morning, I usually do my chores.
Ah, the chores. The things we have to do, not the things we want to do.
Exactly. I did some laundry, cleaned my apartment, and went grocery shopping for the week.
Grocery shopping on Sunday can be busy.
It was very busy, but I like to get it done so I have food for the week. It helps me feel organized.
That is very smart. Being organized makes Monday morning much easier. Did you do anything fun after the chores?
Yes. In the afternoon, I met my sister. We went to a museum downtown. There was a new art exhibition opening.
Oh, very cultural. I like that. Was the art good?
It was interesting. Modern art. Some of it was beautiful, and some of it was, well, confusing. But we had fun looking at it and talking about it.
Museums are a great place to walk and talk. And what about your Sunday evening?
Sunday evening is my preparation time. I did some meal prep, cooking lunches for the week, and then I went to bed early. I wanted to be fresh for recording this podcast today.
That is dedication. Well, my Sunday was very routine. Every Sunday morning, I take my dog, Buster, to the big park near the river.
Aw, Buster. He's such a cute dog. Does he like the park?
He loves it. He runs around, chases the ball, and meets other dogs. And while he plays, I usually listen to a podcast or just enjoy the nature.
Walking the dog is such a nice Sunday activity. It gets you outside, but it is not too stressful.
Exactly. After the park, I went to a local bakery and bought some fresh bread. Then I went home, and to be honest, I did some gardening.
Gardening? I didn't know you liked gardening, Alex.
I'm trying. I have a few plants on my patio. I watered them and cleaned up the leaves. It is very relaxing. It helps me clear my mind.
That is wonderful. It sounds like we both had great weekends, just in different ways. Mine was full of hiking and art, and yours was full of family, sports, and nature.
And that's the beauty of it. Everyone's weekend is different. Now, Lisa, let's look at the language we just used.
Yes, let's help our listeners. The most important thing when talking about the weekend is the verb tense.
Right. Because the weekend is finished, we must use the simple past tense.
We cannot say, I go hiking. We have to say, I went hiking.
Exactly. Go changes to went. Let's look at some other common verbs we used. I said, I had a barbecue.
Yes, have changes to had, and I said, I saw an exhibition. See changes to saw.
Those are irregular verbs. They are a little tricky because they change completely, but there are also regular verbs.
Right, like play. Alex said he played games. You just add ed, played.
Or watch. I watched TV.
Or clean. I cleaned my apartment.
So, listeners, when you're practicing, try to remember these past tense forms: went, had, saw, played, watched, cleaned.
Also, let's think about the questions. How do you start the conversation?
The classic question is, how was your weekend?
Or you can ask, what did you do this weekend?
Or, if you want to be specific, did you do anything fun?
And a great phrase to answer is, it was great, or it was relaxing, or it was busy.
Using adjectives is very helpful. Don't just say, it was good. Try, it was tiring, or it was productive.
Productive is a great word for when you do a lot of chores or work.
Okay, Lisa, let's do a little role play. We will pretend we are meeting at the office on Monday morning.
Okay, I am ready. I'm holding my coffee cup.
Hi, Lisa. Good morning.
Good morning, Alex.
How was your weekend? Did you get up to anything nice?
It was really lovely, thanks. On Saturday, I went to a concert with my friends. The music was fantastic.
That sounds fun. Who did you see?
We saw a local jazz band. It was very chill. What about you? How was your weekend?
Oh, it was very relaxing. I just stayed home and did some gardening. I really needed a quiet couple of days.
That sounds perfect. Sometimes a quiet weekend is the best kind.
It really is.
Scene end. How was that?
That was perfect. We used the past tense, went, was, stayed, and we asked follow-up questions.
Follow-up questions are so important. If Alex says, I did gardening, and I just say, okay, the conversation dies.
Right. You asked, that sounds perfect. Or you could ask, what did you plant? It shows you're listening.
Active listening is key to being a good English speaker.
Now, let's brainstorm a few more activities for our listeners. Maybe they didn't hike or garden. What else do people do?
Well, many people go shopping. Not just grocery shopping, but shopping for clothes or at the mall. So you can say, I went shopping.
Or maybe they went to the cinema. I saw a movie.
A lot of people like to exercise. I went to the gym or I played soccer.
Or I went for a run.
And don't forget the social things. I went to a birthday party, or I went out for dinner.
And for the students listening, maybe you studied English.
That is a very productive weekend activity. I studied English.
Lisa, do you have any specific tips for someone who is feeling nervous about talking about their weekend?
Yes, my biggest tip is keep it simple. You don't need to tell every single detail.
That is true. You don't need to say, I woke up, brushed my teeth, put on socks.
Exactly. Just pick one or two main things. I went to the park, or I visited my grandmother. That is enough.
My tip is, don't worry about making mistakes. If you say, I go to the park instead of I went, people will still understand you.
Yes, communication is the goal, not perfection. Just try your best.
And another tip, prepare a little bit. On Sunday night, think about one sentence you can say if someone asks you on Monday.
That is a great strategy. Just have one sentence ready in your head. I watched a great movie.
Simple and effective.
Alex, talking about all this has made me excited for next weekend already. Do you have any plans coming up?
I do, actually. Next Saturday, I'm planning to drive to the beach.
Oh, lovely! Even in cooler weather, the beach is nice.
Yes, I want to take Buster for a run on the sand, and maybe I'll buy some fish and chips. What about you, Lisa?
I think I'm going to try a new cooking class. I want to learn how to make sushi.
Sushi! Wow, that's impressive. You'll have to tell me how it goes.
I will definitely tell you all about it on the next episode.
Well, everyone, we have covered a lot today. We talked about hiking, barbecues, museums, gardening, and so much more.
We hope this gives you plenty of ideas for your own conversations. Remember, your weekend doesn't have to be crazy or expensive to be interesting.
Exactly. Even a quiet weekend reading a book is worth talking about.
So before we say goodbye, we want to remind you again, please subscribe to Daily English Loop. It helps us so much.
And if you found this episode helpful, give us a thumbs up or a like. And we have a question for you.
Yes, we want to hear from you. Please leave a comment below. Tell us, what did you do last weekend?
Did you relax? Did you work? Did you go on an adventure? Practice your English and write a sentence in the comments.
We love reading your comments. It is so fun to see what everyone is doing all around the world.
Thank you so much for joining us today on Daily English Loop. It was great chatting with you, Lisa.
Always a pleasure, Alex. And thank you to our amazing listeners. You guys are the best.
Keep practicing, keep speaking, and have a wonderful week ahead.
See you next time. Bye.
Bye, everyone.